2020 has been a roller coaster year. It has destroyed plans, it has taken lives, it has taken happiness, it has just changed everybody's life and just turned it upside down. For some people, it has been amazing. Of course, we have experienced a new way of living. We have learned so much this year by the changes that it brought, the pandemic and everything. If you're watching this video and you lost your family member, a loved one, or you have been heavily affected, have my sympathy, have my condolences, but keep your hopes up. We are alive and life is all that we need. Once you have life, you have everything. Everything will fall in places. Now, I have been heavily affected myself so much. My plans have been destroyed and everything. I've been so much affected that I'm homeless as I speak to you. However, COVID also had a very positive impact on me, and I want to share that with you. I stopped eating meat, and only because of COVID. So stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, Motivated and Inspired. My name is Mimi, and if this is the first time you're watching my video, thank you very much for clicking on this video. If you were a return viewer, thank you very much. Thank you for your support. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and turn the notification button on for all videos so that you'll be alerted when I post a new video. If you are interested in youth empowerment, personal growth, fitness, immigration in Spain, and lifestyle in Spain, then I urge you to subscribe. You definitely need to subscribe. All right, now let's talk about how COVID influenced me to stop eating meat. Now, my story. I have always wanted to limit eating meat. I'm a Ghanaian. We eat a lot of meat in Ghana. It is almost strange to say you are a vegan or you are a vegetarian in Ghana and most other African countries. Even though here in Spain, in Europe, I still have to explain to people, Caucasians, Europeans, why I chose not to eat meat, because it seems strange to some people, and it's just not a race or a group of people. I just realized that it just seems strange to some individuals that you make some changes in your life that is going to affect your life, even though it's going to be positive or it's going to give you a positive change. People are still curious and asking why. Isn't it strange? Anyway, so based on this and the fact that I'm a fitness enthusiast and I'm always very careful of what I eat, my lifestyle, because I know I will die, but I don't want to be sick and spend all my hard-earned money curing myself. So I would rather choose prevention over curing, and that means I have to be very watchful of what I eat and the kind of lifestyle I choose to live. So meat is just not good in general for everybody, and for some people it is absolutely not good. I feel that something was wrong with me, and from year to year I do general analysis. When I came to Spain, I did a thorough blood analysis, and I realized, or it was indicated, that I have cholesterol.
What?
Can you imagine? I'm skinny, I'm fit, I work out a lot, but I do have cholesterol, and that cholesterol is genetic. So it has to be with my diet because I eat a lot of meat. I started cutting down previously on meat. And also, if you do consume protein powder, be careful about it. If your protein powder is not vegan protein powder, please, even though it does not contain a high amount of fat, but you still need to be careful. I saw that I've always wanted this for my own health. If by taste, I will eat meat all the time, but for my own health, I didn't want it. Now here is how COVID influenced me. So during the lockdown in March, I went out for grocery shopping, right? I went to the column of meat and I just look at it. The thoughts and the visualization of various that I have seen on television, and mind you, one time I've been in a laboratory where I had the opportunity or the privilege to see how bacteria are and viruses. So for me, most of the time there are things that look really nasty to me, and I'm very careful about personal hygiene. But of course, I'm living on Earth, so sometimes I just let go of certain things. Now it's COVID, the thought of it, and then the sight of meat and the texture of the chicken breast and turkey breast, which I love eating a lot. It was gross. It was like, I just couldn't buy it. I told myself, okay, no worries, I will come shopping another time and I might be able to buy it. So yeah, I had plans. I wanted to prepare something very juicy, delicious, so I wanted chicken breast. I went grocery shopping the following week, and it was the same feeling. I couldn't. So I was like, okay, I'm not. It was really looking gross, and I felt mentally like there is virus in the meat. And the thought of how meat is being processed, because I've also been exposed to how meat is processed and the people who work with meat in Catalonia, I was actually pulling back from eating meat. So all of this sum up to why I just stopped eating meat, and that was how I stopped. COVID just helped me stop. Did I have any side effect? No, I haven't seen or recognized or felt any side effect. I haven't had my mood change. I haven't been feeling sad. There is no like drastic like weight lose. No. Well, I have positive effects, positive changes. I used to be very anxious. Well, in general, I'm a very ambitious person. So when things are not going the way I want, or I'm not achieving my goals at a given time, I become more anxious, I become more worried, and that's just who I am. So that affects my sleep, and my sleep does affect my mood. So then it's a cycle. I just become a piece of shit. That was how I was in the past. Now that I stopped eating meat, I'm still an ambitious person. I still get worried and anxious. But what I realize is I am not no more as anxious as I used to be, because this year in particular, like, it's a roller coaster. Everything I had planned for and everything that is supposed to fall in places or go according to plan have been messed up for me. I have lost my job. I had to change career, take new courses, and now looking for a job. So it has been a lot of strenuous changes, as well as I am on a transit. We're on a transit leaving Spain to another country. So having been able to achieve all of that just because of COVID means I should be more anxious and more worried. But look at me, I am not. I'm more relaxed, really. So that's what I feel after I change my diet. Now, I have also realized that I've not had any kind of insomnia for a long period of time. And this is also because I'm also taking hemp oil, which I will highly recommend. I will do another video to tell you mostly about the effect of hemp oil on me. But I'm taking hemp oils. It could be the combination of the oil that I'm taking and the fact that I have stopped eating meat, okay? The most important thing, I used to fast a lot. I stopped eating cheese way long ago, but not 100%. Now I have stopped eating cheese completely. I do not drink cow milk or any animal milk. I have stopped frying, okay, so that could also contribute. So I don't fry my food. I use a very minimum amount of olive oil in cooking. Before, if I fat, there is no amount of Victoria's Secret perfume or Bulgari perfume that you could use that could kill that scent. I fat and it stinks. My partner used to tell me, you stink when you fat. It smells like you have a dead human in your body. And I'm serious. Really, it smells that bad that when I wake up in the morning, I open the window, not because I want fresh air in the room only, but because I've been farting in my sleep and the whole room has been smelling. This sounds funny, but it's true. And I notice when I fart, I know what I eat now. When I eat egg white, I fart. I know the odor that I produce. When I eat anything that is meat related, that is, if I fart, I just think of what I ate yesterday. So yes, maybe they cook the food and they put something that is meat related or a meat product that I didn't know, I will have a reaction straight up. And so this is what has happened to me. I think I have gotten rid of the toxic, the meat toxic in my body, okay? And that is me not eating meat and not working out. Normally, I work out like crazily. And even when I'm not working out, I will just be doing abdominal exercises at home. Now I don't do it. If you think about how animals are being fed, where they are being kept, how the meat is being manipulated and all of that, and the chemical that is being used to conserve the meat and all of that, is just safe if you just stop eating meat. However, eating vegetables is not also entirely means that you're on the safer side, because they use a lot of pesticide and a lot of chemicals to these days manipulate and modify the fruits and vegetables and everything that we eat. So it's just a matter of choice and how your body responds to it. Now, I haven't stopped eating fish, so my diets consist of seafood, fishes, vegetables and fruits, legumes, greens. I also change how I cook my legumes, okay? First, I soak the legume, I cook it, I strain the water out of it, wash it with ordinary water, and leave it overnight before using it to prepare whatever dish I want to use it for. And that also stopped me from getting gas. If I eat any legume product that has not been cooked this way, for the toxic that it contains to leave it, I would definitely have gas in my belly, and I fat, and it's a fat that stink. If your fat stink, you should be worried. I mean, if some stink, it stinks so bad, you should be worried and do a checkup, and just try on your own for 1 week or 1 month to stop eating certain kind of food and see the changes that it brought to you. Those are the positive changes that it brought to me when I stopped eating meat, and I also changed the way I cook my legumes or my beans. Now, the bigger problem is dealing with family and friends. Is upset that I have to explain to people why I do not eat meat. Like, you are sitting on the table having lunch and dinner with people, and they are so concerned, interviewing you and questioning you why you choose not to eat this, why you choose not to eat it, why you choose not to eat this. This is normal. So if you're planning of changing your diet psychologically and emotionally, you have to prepare yourself to face your family members and friends and just random people asking you questions, being worried about why you choose not to eat this and eating that, and even telling you how wrong your choice is in. Meanwhile, these people are actually not in your body. They do not know how you feel. When you are sick, they can only sympathize with you, but they don't feel your pain with you physically, emotionally, mentally, and biologically. So you don't really have to worry about that. I know it can be challenging. Just prepare yourself and tell yourself it's normal. It's normal to educate people when they are ignorant about something, and it's also normal for people to be curious about the changes that you are making because they are ignorant about it. So it's normal. Don't be angry, don't be upset, don't let it ruin your day or your moment. Just explain to people why you make changes. People will cross the line and be judgmental. That's just human, so get used to it. However, my partner has been so very supportive. I mean, he's been that very person who was like, hey, you eat too much meat. He was really encouraging me to reduce it, and now I have the power, thanks to COVID, to just say no to meat, and I've had positive changes. Now, I haven't also made my general blood analysis that I normally do every year. I haven't done any checkup this year because of COVID. So as I mentioned earlier on, I haven't seen any physical side effect. However, I don't know what side effect that is happening in my body that I am not seeing. My overall experience in stopping eating meat has been amazing. I will not put myself in a box and call myself vegetarian or vegan or anything. I hate being in a box. I am just eating for my health. I'm just eating for my body, and I love the changes that I get. Until I do a medical checkup and there is something wrong by me stopping to eat meat, I'm going to continue not eating meat. And well, I don't know, maybe one day I will feel like eating meat and I might eat it. But as far as I'm concerned, and as far as I'm planning to just focus on eating more healthier food for my body and for my feeling in everything. So yeah, that's it. If you want to make changes, go ahead. And if you want to share also with me any changes that you have experienced or any changes that you have made, or how COVID has affected you positively, please say it. It's high time we also talk about how positive we have been affected, or positive changes that we have made this year. It hasn't been totally bad. Stay positive. Be you, be bold, be whoever you want to be, say whatever you want to say, as long as you're not hurting anyone. But most of all, be motivated and inspired. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and watch this video on your right. It has got another amazing information right there, so watch it. Yeah, it's about dieting. Watch it. Go ahead. Bye.
Stay motivated and inspired.